it was very, and it was all timely, in a timely manner, which leads me to my ever-growing belief that when you're not ready, it's not going to happen for you. But I was playing along to the original track of Basti on vocals and everything, the guitar, the bass, and Basti's vocals. But it was weird because first of all, Mon's gone, and I'm playing along to him.
How did that feel?
What it felt like, really, 100%, was that I would be listening to the song, right, playing along, but since I'm listening to all the other instruments and the vocals, I'm tripping out. I'm like, shit, ang galing ni Mon, man. I'd be saying that in my mind. Yeah, and I made a comment like after one of the takes I did for Arise, the song Arise. I would tell Manuel I would be on the drum set, and then the monitor mic, I would say, it's like, maybe we shouldn't change Basti's vocals because these ones that I'm hearing now is so good.
Welcome to the Paco's Place podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Malibu Music and ABBA e-Services. And the podcast will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, fourth time on Paco's Place, my good friend, Gemora. There you go,
Thank you very much. Thank you, Paco's Place. It's great to be here again. It's always fun. Cheers.
Diba?
It's always fun in Paco's Place.
Thank you for believing in us early on, 5 years ago.
Of course.
And obviously, alam mo naman kung kaninong side ako nandun. Pag-usapan natin ang iyong bagong project. Wolfgang,
sure.
30.
Wolfgang, 30.
30 years.
Yeah, 30 years of the
first album.
The first album.
Whose idea was this? Kayong lahat? Kayong tatlo?
It was not this time. I think I'm not sure, but it could be idea of both Basti Artadi and Manuel Legarda.
Okay.
Because they're the ones always in contact with regards to Wolfgang.
Tapos how did you get the call?
Well, because I went to Manila last October for a project with the company that I work with now. Mm-hmm. And we can talk about that later. But
Malibu Music yun.
Yeah, Malibu Music. And I was in the Philippines in October to film a documentary. So that was the project that was there. And so I was there for 2 weeks. And then and Manuel heard, I think I told Manuel, he goes, he told me the plan, which was that we would re-record the first album for the vinyl.
Galing, oh.
For the vinyl.
When did he tell you about the plan? I bet you that was before October pa.
It was maybe not too long before October. It was maybe a month, maybe 2 months at the most.
Right.
2 months ahead. Or you know what? Not even, because the planning of me making the decision to go to Manila was like really fast.
Okay.
So it was probably less than a month.
Oh, sige.
Sabi niya parang, you're here?
Right.
We have this plan. Let's do this while you're here already.
What was on your mind when he said that?
Well, I like it. I mean, I always imagined re-recording our original albums, the 5 Wolfgang albums, to record them nowadays, where personally as a drummer I can play these songs more fluid. And then because when I look at when I take a listen to some of the songs from like the second album, there are parts that I'm speeding up at the end. I mean, really speeding up. But it's natural for me. So it's not a big slow, and then it's like a gradual.
And it's rock and roll.
Yeah, it's rock and roll. Yeah, but through the years, I've learned to play with a click track. Because during that time,
We
no
don't,
click track.
yeah, we
That's
never
like
played with clicks
Yeah.
in
So
the past.
yeah, I didn't record with the click track. So what you hear in those original recordings is my raw emotion.
Kumbaga, it was your mood at the
Yes,
time of
yeah,
recording.
Yeah. So if I'm speeding up, it means this I'm really feeling the song in that
Yes,
part because
yes.
when I speed up, that's when I get excited. That's when I get adrenalized. So as a drummer, my tendency is to speed up a little bit, especially during the end of a song when it gets the excitement builds to the end. So yeah, so the idea of re-recording the first album was really. It was cool.
Did you go in first, or were there guide vocals and guide guitars?
Well, the guide that we actually used was the original album.
Ooh,
So they just, I don't know if did I play along with the drums. I think Manuel could,
rip the stems and no.
rip all the stems and then just mute the original drums. But I was playing along to the original track of Basti on vocals and everything, the guitar, the
What's
bass,
bass?
and Basti's vocals.
How did it feel?
It felt good, and the thing was,
But you would then it defeats the purpose because you were speeding up. Then if you're playing to yourself,
no, but somehow Manuel
was
had
able to quantize everything.
Yes.
Okay,
he had this app that would
Yes, yes.
make the speed as close as
Consistent, yes.
consistent as much as possible. So when they took out the drums, then
Right.
the instruments were in time, But it was weird because first of all, Mon's gone, and I'm playing along to him.
how did that feel?
It was what it felt like really 100% was that I would be listening to the song, right? Playing along, but since I'm listening to all the other instruments and the vocals, I'm tripping out. I'm like, shit, ang galing ni Mon, man. I'd be saying that in my mind. Yeah, and I made a comment like after one of the takes I did for Arise, the song Arise. I would tell Manuel I would be on the drum set, and then the monitor mic I would say, it's like maybe we shouldn't change Basti's vocals because these
Pristine.
these
Yes.
ones that I'm hearing now
Yes.
is so good.
Conviction, no, so
it's
raw.
like it's the
Yeah,
original
yeah, yeah.
vocal recording. So that's the version that everybody loves. Is the original vocal recording, right?
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? And I would notice this while I'm recording my parts. It's like, damn, Basti's a good singer, man. So
He is.
Yeah, because I can hear it on my headphones and I'm playing along. So I'm inside the song. So everything I'm hearing on my earphones is like playing with them.
It's like
on
playing with the
stage.
three of them, pa
Yes.
rin, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So, and then there was one time,
By the way, to all of you who don't know, when he records and when he plays drums, he's one of the noisiest drummers. Not because of the drums, his mouth.
Yeah.
He sings his parts.
yeah,
Okay, go.
yeah, I sing my part. I should ask like a stem from those sessions.
Yeah. When did reality hit you that it was all virtual? They weren't really there, and it's actually behind you, and this is for the legacy. When did it hit you? Because at some point it has to hit you, and
Yeah.
that's the bitter part. Eh.
Well, it didn't really have to be this singular event for me to feel that, because online you can see with regards to Wolfgang fans, I'm connected to Wolfgang's Facebook page.
Yes.
So I know I'm interested what the fans are saying. And then you have these, like the last time I played in October, we played the Melodies played. We had a gig in 19 East.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the fans that came along was like our age, original fan.
42.
Yeah, yeah, 42. Yeah. So original fans, no, and they're all there. He's an adult, and he brings his son,
Second gen na, no?
13 years old.
Wow.
But this kid is like this tall. He's probably 5'10". 13-year-old kid who's 5'10", no? I'm like, how old are you? 13.
My God.
But then that event, meeting that guy, that kid, And he had everything. He had all the CDs. He had all the cassette tapes. All the paraphernalia that we put out. He had a lot of it. So I was, and I was signing his stuff, and he had so much. He was a true fan through his dad, because his dad was the one who influenced him.
Yes.
With Wolfgang and Razorback, that kind of music. So he knew a lot about me, and he was, when we were playing, he was like watching me. Like really, it's like watching. And it's like, okay, this kid knows what's going on. Because he's not just there to hang out. He's watching whoever, like he's looking up to me. So
and Melody was singing.
He was, we hired a couple of friends of mine. Their names are Josh Montecillo and Sans Montecillo. They're husband and wife team. Wow. So Josh is the lead guitarist, and Sans, his wife, is the bassist.
So to co-ed, huh?
Co-ed, yeah. And so this kid, I've known these two forever, so that's why we got them to session for us. They did a great job. So this kid is watching me playing the drums, no? Because that's his first time seeing the guy who's playing the one that he's listening to on the friggin' CD or whatever. So I couldn't imagine what it felt like for him, because I only have my own experiences to draw from.
Yeah.
So I get some of it, but I will never know. No one will ever know the exact impact it's having on him.
True.
Watching me. And then I'm looking at him experiencing that, and I'm tripping out because I'm like, this is a next generation, man.
Doesn't it make you feel old?
No. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It doesn't. That's, if anything makes me feel old, it's not that.
Okay.
That's the one that's keeping me young.
Yeah.
Is to know that, okay, this 13-year-old kid who just listened to our music through his dad is like, that means he looks up to his father.
Right.
Which is already a positive thing. And then it's manifesting through his love for Wolfgang music and Razorback. So it's that kind of music that he was into. And it blew my mind, because it's like, okay, my music is reaching another generation.
Right.
And for the bands that I look up to, let's say like Paul McCartney, because he's still alive, no? Imagine him feeling so many generations already.
Yes.
Because he's old.
5 generations.
Yeah.
So, are you guys keeping the original tracks of Mon?
That is a decision that is going to be...
Made by who?
Made by Manuel, because...
Manuel's producing it?
Manuel he's going to mix it.
Who's producing it?
I think I'm not sure if it's Basti alone or if it's Basti and Manuel.
Well, okay.
Not sure.
But the decision to keep Mon's part, both of them are gonna...
Well, it's like it was told to me that Basti wanted to keep Mon's tracks,
right?
Which is great. That's a very romantic idea, and I'm a romantic, so I can relate to what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
But then on the other side, which is such a natural thing in Wolfgang, the four of us, is that Manuel is like, he's romantic, but not in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a realist, so he's a romantic person, but not like that.
Like, this is an opportunity for us to make a 2.0.
Yeah. No, but it's like, for him, it's the quality.
Right.
It's not if the quality is not there, if a lot of this tone is going to be changed just to adjust to the new recording, then it's going to affect the sound. It's actually going to affect the sound.
Yes.
So that's where Manuel is coming from on a technical standpoint, which has been always the balance in Wolfgang. There's the romantic side, and then the technical, realistic side.
Okay, but in the past, the realistic side, he was able to tell Mon, let's fix your tone, because Mon was still there. But here, it's like, now that we're having this conversation, I can't imagine losing a member of intro voice.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't take it for granted that everybody's still alive.
Yeah.
But we go back to the dawn when they lost Teddy. You know that reunion's not gonna be the same anymore. In you guys' case, that reunion's not gonna be the same anymore.
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like with the whole River Maya thing, they can reunite whenever
yeah.
because everybody's still around,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know,
Where do
actually-
you come in emotionally with regard to that?
well, you know, the truth is, it hasn't really sunk in that he's gone for me, because when he passed, I was here in the States.
Yes.
So I was very detached, and we hadn't been speaking.
Yes.
You know, I remember the last time I spoke to him before, it was just the last time.
Before coming to the States.
No,
No.
I went to the Philippines in 2017, and I saw him.
Okay.
And I think, I talked to him then. So that was the last time we really talked like face to face. So it hasn't really sunk in yet. I mean, fully 100% sunk in. He's gone.
God, yeah.
But then when I did the thing, that's why this experience was very. I'm not smart enough to come up with a word to describe what I'm trying to tell you how it feels.
It's more than bittersweet, no?
Yeah,
More, no?
yeah. It's more pride. You're like this music and I still feel that way until now. That when I listen to it, because I like listening to Wolfgang music, and then I always would think to myself, it's like, damn,
Yeah.
I was part of writing this music.
Yeah.
And you know, when I hear Wolfgang music, I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
You know, because I know where I came from. I came from,
Hysteria.
Hysteria. And that's all self-taught, bro.
Right.
That's all, I was all self the whole time of Wolfgang. 80% of the
Yeah.
10 years, I was self-taught until I got lessons from Jun Regalado.
Yes, one of the best.
Then I was taught. But before that was all self-taught, drumming and songwriting. That's what gets me more. It's like, man, we wrote some really cool songs.
Yes.
And when you're doing it, it doesn't feel like that.
And you know what? Those
Yeah.
were good drum parts, because I remember when Basti was here, we did that Pinoy rock review with Perf, Basti,
Right.
everybody else, and I had to play Wolfgang songs, and I was like, "Wow, go Leslie!"
Thanks, man.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Okay, when is this coming out?
I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Whatever I see online, that's the news I get, which is fine by me. I know that Manuel is in the process of mixing this thing. And I don't know if Basti has already done his new vocals. I don't know what's the status.
Is it better this way, wherein you do your part, then you just leave and you wait for the project to come out?
Yeah.
Unlike before, you were part of the whole process.
Oh yeah, I know.
Beginning
That's
to end, right?
I don't I don't know if I'm prepared for that kind of scenario again. Because first of all, we were all young.
Yes.
And we were learning together. It's like now we are all learned, but we have different
Opinions, process.
different
Yeah.
opinions, mentality,
Yeah.
because it's been a while since, and everyone has grown to whatever they have grown into. So unless it's my project, like the Melodies.
Yes.
The Melodies has like my full attention, right, in regards to band music. So I concentrate on that. So this Wolfgang thing, these are all the ideas of Basti and Manuel, who are
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So I always have complete faith in because we all get it. We all experience Wolfgang together, so we understand what it is.
Right.
We understand what our fans like. We understand what kind of people
So what did you do differently?
on the drums. There was some. I didn't change a lot because what I did originally, that was like perfect fit.
Yes.
I just had to refine the way I was playing, more steady but like more solid. the way I play now,
Okay.
as opposed to playing in 1995.
Was Halik ni Judas part of it?
The whole album,
Okay, so Halik ni Judas.
the whole first album.
Chorus of Halik ni Judas. Tugs tutaug.
Yeah,
You still did that?
of course. That's,
Can you imagine that?
That's the signature of that.
Right, that
yeah.
nice little 16th note kick drum beat, that pattern carried that whole song. 2 beats. If you guys play it, there's one on the verse, but when it goes to the chorus, no fill in,
Yeah,
right?
I just hit the cymbal.
And that's it. And
And
then
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. I think
Pogi.
that's from the total John Bonham school. And also it's also the lack of my ability to really make like these complicated fill-ins
Yeah.
that we see on Instagram, you know.
Right.
These drummers that are like, wow, they're like, you know, I don't do that. The drum fills that I come up with are simpler, but it adds impact
Yes.
as a whole. So I'm not really high on the technical stuff, but I like the feel. So this time around, I think my feel was more mature. I would say mature is the right word, because when I get on the drums, it's automatic already. I don't have to,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
you have your style of playing, right? The way you're used to it, your muscle memory, whatever. So when I get on the drums, automatic, that's the form right
Whose
away.
drum kit were you using?
Oh, we recorded it in a home studio, but a professional grade, you know. Of drummer Bea Lao. Do you know her?
Yeah. Bea. Yeah. Robin's drummer. Ellie's drummer.
Yes, yes. So it's her studio in Quezon City. So yeah, the drums are there. It's a really nice set. It was I think it was Yamaha. I'm not sure. But very unconventional set. If you see that photo that I posted,
Yes.
you just enlarge the picture and then check out the drums, because it's a very unusual drum set. So when I got there, it's like, oh, this drum set's weird. There's no brand that, you know. There's no brand on the on the head, so it doesn't. You know, it's bare.
Yes.
And it kind of added to the whole feeling of my mentality when I was on that session, which was like, I'm gonna play this music the way it's supposed to be played, like as close as possible, but the feel is like more grounded, more mature, I guess, from all that time of experience, you know.
So when you played all these songs, before you moved on to the next song, who had say that the song is done? Like after playing the drums, so you and Manuel are gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
Who makes the decision? Okay, time to move on. Is it you or is it Manuel?
I think it's we have to agree. Both has to have the approval. Can't be one and then no. It has to be both people. Me and Manuel, we're good with that take. Good, because that's the thing with experience. You don't waste time anymore.
Yes.
It's like, oh, that was a bad take. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
No more beating around the bush. You know what I mean? Because you're really
Maybe you could put some.
you're trying to be nice. You know,
Yes.
it's like even me. It's like, no, that sucked. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
You know, and then when we're listening back, and I feel good about the take, I look at him, and then he'll look back, and he'll be like,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, or he'll do thumbs up, you know. But it's like, it's a feel. We're going for that feel.
So while you were there, did you take advantage of the fact that you and Melody were already there? Did you do any recordings, any projects? Because that's your baby project, the Melodies.
Yeah. So actually, it was a strange turn of events that led up to this trip in October, with Malibu Music. So Malibu Music is the company I work for. I'm the general manager of the store in Malibu. It's a music store. We sell mainly guitars, and we also give lessons. So it's for the community as well. So we ended up in the Philippines to somehow record this documentary that I had an idea for.
Okay.
And we
meaning you and Melody.
No, this is the Malibu music side.
Okay.
So that's the only reason why I was able to go
Right.
to the Philippines.
Okay. So you brought a team from Malibu Music with you?
No, the team was there in Manila.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So shout out to Parallax Studios. They're the ones
who did that.
That project, and it was amazing. It was like I was there only for 2 weeks, working every day. I was sick for 3 days.
Right?
Yeah, and then there was a typhoon, dude. So it was an adventure.
Okay,
And
so you did the docu. Melody
So-
Melody wasn't with you then, no?
No. The thing is, Melody already told me that she was going to the Philippines for Sugar Hiccup, but she didn't say exactly when. She said October, but she didn't. Okay, October, whatever. And then when this idea came up from my side, I asked her, "It's like, when are you going to be in the Philippines?" And then she goes, "The second half of October." And exactly that was when we were going to be there. So okay. So I go, if we're going to do this whole project with Malibu Music, let's already tie up
Right.
the Melodies,
Right.
which is like the unofficial house band of Malibu Music,
Yeah.
So I asked Melodies, like, because she was already preparing for her own tour, Sugar Hiccup reunion tour. I was like, do you want to do Melody shows? Well, I'm there. We're both there. And then, if Robin can't make it, then let's get these two session musicians.
So did you guys ask Robin first?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Well, he can't because he has started a new family.
New family.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Bobin.
Congratulations, Papi. That's what I call him now, Papi. And then, I mean, we kind of, because everything was happening so fast,
Right.
we kind of thought that he would be able to do it in that short amount of leeway time. So while I was there, we hired these two session musicians, and then we actually launched our vinyl album while we were there.
Okay.
We launched it over there. So we did a short acoustic set in the record store, Backspacer Records. Yeah,
Backspace.
That's in
yeah.
Capitolio.
Who owns that record? That
Oh
place?
man, there are a couple, and I'm unfortunately I can't pull up their names in my head right
It's
now.
like a boutique place. Eh.
Yeah, it's a nice record
Yeah,
place.
Yeah.
So we did acoustic performance there, and then we did a main show in 19 East, which was during a typhoon.
Grabe, no?
We were lucky that night that the typhoon had already reached Manila, but on that night, Wednesday night, it was only wind, not one drop of rain, but strong wind. Whereas in Laguna, people who were gonna go to that show, they were texting people. It's like, I
Can't
can't make
go.
it
It
because
was raining.
Laguna's already underwater. So we're like, oh my God, when is this storm coming? It was just windy all night. So the people who could come, they came, And all the bands that
So what
played.
what was it like playing again at 19 East?
Oh, it's great, man. They have really good equipment now.
Yeah, no?
The drums are really nice now in 19 East. So I always enjoy that.
So, okay.
The vibe of the people there is good.
So, now, what was the reception like for the Melodies? How
It was
was it
good.
received?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, we have a very strong online presence. So whatever you want to know about the Melodies, it's there. The music, the characters in the band. So it was a trip for a lot of people to see us live.
With regard to the Melodies, the Melodies, this is a passion project of yours that you really stood your ground with. And I see, while other people would go the cover route, you guys stuck to playing original music.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, you're actually bringing other artists along with you. Zosimo, all these people that are there, right? This is nice because this is something that you did also back in the 90s. Remember we had a conversation, this might be your second calling or second coming.
Yeah.
How does it feel now being part of the Melodies, this band going on its fifth year or sixth, like 2019, right? When was it?
2019.
2019. So going on its sixth year.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels good because, first of all...
Let me rephrase that. Because the last time it was more like a hobby project, but now it really is very serious.
I mean, we really wanted to release it as a vinyl record, and we got to do it, So now we have... It's weird having a vinyl record of your own because it's vinyl.
Yes.
CDs, you take it for granted because it's a CD. But an actual vinyl record, and it's self-produced, It's your blood, sweat, and tears in your hand. So, yeah, it's very cool, man. I mean, I like this band because they're very creative people, very imaginative people. So there are whatever bounds there are for each member. We go as far as we can take it. So.
Who's playing bass now for the Melodies?
Live?
Yeah.
We're actually...
Is it still... I know you have Don, you have Phil,
No, right now, Don Morales is like the
official session.
Official session, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The call number one.
On the call sheet.
Yeah.
First call. What happened to Phil?
Well, Phil decided to concentrate on his personal life. So which didn't include playing live music. So that's it. It's as simple as that.
With regard to you and live music and then managing a store like Malibu Music, how do you divide your day?
Well, the band, we don't jam as much as we should. But Melody is always writing songs. So her juices are always flowing. Her creative juices, and so she'll send me demos.
Right.
So that will get my imagination going. Because that's how I work. I can't do what she does to save my life. I can't come up with, I can come up with a chord progression, but I'd be like, well, But the more challenging thing is to put something on top of that vocally. I don't know how to do that at all. So she'll take care of all of that, then pass it on to me, and then I'll be like, okay, what can we do here?
Malibu Music, how did that come to your life?
That was another one that was very fast.
Did you seek? Did it come to you? What was the process like? Because when I saw you posting about Malibu Music, I was like,
no, to answer your question, it came to me. It was like
let's unpack that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, because it was all timely, in a timely manner, which leads me to my ever-growing belief that when you're not ready, it's not going to happen for you. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. It meets you where it needs to be.
I got a little blank for a while there. Yeah. So it like this experience of mine for the past year is all about that. So before this job, I used to be a caregiver.
Yeah, for the longest time.
For the longest time. And then this last patient of mine was, heading out. And
Heading
then-
out planet Earth.
Heading out of planet Earth.
Okay.
And then during what I didn't know was going to be like the last few weeks of her life, I get an invitation from my friends, Brad and Tina, about this music store that they bought. So I go to my friends, and these are my longtime friends,
And that was the only reason why you drove all the way to Malibu.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Tell our audience, how far do you live from Malibu?
Well, I live in Orange County, which is the other side of Malibu.
Because you're already 60 miles from the studio right now.
Yeah.
About 80-something kilometers.
From here. I think it's the same. How long would it take you to get to Malibu from here? 1 hour?
Here to Malibu is like 30 miles also.
Okay.
30, 40 miles. Like from Quezon City to Tagaytay, something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So you
when you factor in the traffic on the 405,
which is EDSA times 10.
yeah, at certain times, especially in the times that I'm going to work, it is
It's quite a
2
drive.
hours
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
And then if there's like a road closure on PCH or something,
The Pacific Coast Highway.
then
By,
there's
So you took this invitation from Brad and Tina.
for the opening. So I go to the store,
Okay.
and then it's a music store, and I'm like, I'm amazed that these guys did this, because it's like, what, music store? You're gonna, so so for what it was a small room, and there were a lot of cool guitars in there. So it was great seeing them because I hadn't seen them for a long time, and then got together after party, and then go home, and then back to work, right? So I think maybe
So you guys didn't talk business during the opening?
no, it was just the
Wow.
party. Yeah,
Okay.
nothing. They were the ones. They owned this place. I was just their friend who came to their opening.
Congratulations. Bye. See you later.
Yeah, like that. But then in March or
Of
no
last-
Feb. I'm sorry.
Of last year. A year
Of
ago?
last year. A
Oh my
year
God.
ago.
Almost a
Yeah.
year ago.
The store has been open for a year already. This past week, January 13, 2024.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yeah.
To you guys. Yeah.
Thank you. But the updated anniversary is when these things happen, because the original owner, who was partnered up with Brad and Tina Bachman, he wanted out.
Okay.
So he suddenly started a family. Got his wife was pregnant, so he was gonna.
Cashed out.
And then he was like, I don't want to work in this store anymore, So decisions were made, and then Brad and Tina bought him out. So now they're the sole proprietors of Malibu Music. But now they had to answer a question, which is, do we continue without our original partner, or do we close it? So
And then just sell inventory until
Yeah.
liquidate. Yeah.
So Brad ultimately decided to go forward with it, and then he and Tina asked me if I would want.
How were you asked?
Very simply, very simple. It's like, hey Wolf, we want to ask you if you want to do this job, and I go, well, yeah, sure. And then they
Right away. No
Yeah.
contemplation. Right away.
Yeah, and then there was another selling point on their part was also that, like, you can live with us for a year, and then just so that you live closer. So that's what happens now. So when I my weekends are Monday and Tuesday, so I'll go back to OC
Orange County.
and
And then Wednesday to Sunday, you're in the valley.
yeah, Sunday I leave for OC Sunday after work.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, and that started in March.
So wait. So being in one industry to another industry, how did you prepare for being the manager of Malibu Music?
how did I prepare?
That's what I wanted.
I'm still preparing,
Yun na nga.
dude.
But that's what
I'm still learning, man.
like I would look at you on social media. I'm like, yeah,
I know, dude.
guitars.
Yeah, man. I have not played so much guitar in my life than now, but it's fun because I mean I still can't solo. I have no talent.
But see
in
all
that.
these social media practice that you did over the decade, right? Now you're
Yeah.
putting it to good use.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So okay, so now technically, it's your baby because you only answer to the owners, right?
Yeah, well, it's their baby.
It's their baby. You're the
because it's their
you're
money.
You're the nanny.
I'm the nanny. Yeah, I'm the trusted nanny. So and I'm learning because this is my first really venture as a manager.
What makes it? Let's talk about what makes it unique.
Well, first of all, it's a music store. Now as time goes by, you learn, and then you learn from how it goes because it's a retail.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's a retail store. You buy and sell.
Do you have regular customers?
Regular hangouts.
Okay.
The customers, because there's one thing about selling instruments is that it's a challenge to sell a guitar. It's really a challenge. I'm learning that every day. But it's a challenge because sometimes, especially if a regular comes back, it's like you'll try and get the feeling if he's going to buy another guitar or if he's just there to hang out, which is fine too, especially if they're nice people. Yeah, they can hang out in the store.
They're allowed to touch the guitars, right?
Oh,
They're allowed to play.
yeah. And, when we just have to remind them to be gentle. You can play these expensive guitars, these valuable guitars, but be gentle with them.
So you're allowing them to use like what the $1,000, the $2,000 guitars,
Well, even
not the Squires, not the
all the
Epiphone,
guitars, all the guitars, whatever they feel like playing, because that's a potential buyer.
Unlike Guitar Center, right? The $2,000, $3,000 guitar, they're like 30 feet up on display that you can't you can't bring down.
Yeah. So there's a couple of guitars in the store that are really expensive. So, it requires a certain clientele, kumbaga.
So as the manager, how, again, to my point, when we were just customers walking into Guitar Center or Tom Lee, we'd play the instruments, not a care.
Yeah.
Sit down, play the drums. But now, you have a responsibility. So how does that how did that change your perspective with regard to not only being a customer, but now empathizing with the customer, but being careful and protective of the products that you sell?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just, most of the time, the people that go in there know what they're doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
They know how to respect instruments. Especially like even the young kids who will go to the drums, they'll start playing, but they won't be like just
Yes.
they won't just be
that they can
hitting.
play. Yes.
They know how to play. They just wanna feel it on a big drum set because maybe they don't have a drum set at home. So it's fun to watch, and you meet all kinds of people. Meet a lot of talented people. My gosh, we have a keyboard there. It's not for sale, but it's just there for potentially lessons,
Yes.
piano lessons. But anyone can go up and turn on the keyboard and play anything. And we've heard so many great piano players, and then or musicians who play and then sing, and that's their gig.
Wow. Is it just piano lessons or everything? Drum lessons, guitar lessons?
Yeah, well, I'm the drum teacher.
Okay.
And then Joe Valdez is our guitar teacher. He can teach guitar, bass, classic. Well, not classical, but violin. He's a great violin player. So multi-talented.
And if they
then
want to enroll, they just go online or they go to the store.
if they want to sign up, all you have to do is just check out our website, MalibuMusic.com, and it's all there.
We'll post it also in the description
Yes.
so that way they can go.
Yeah, so if you want to sign up for lessons, it's there. If you want to buy a guitar through the website, you can do it as well.
Nice. How about special order? You guys do that?
What
Like,
do you mean by special order?
it's not in the store. I want it. Can you order it for me?
Well, that's like kind of. It's much easier if you just do it yourself, like on places like Reverb.
Yeah.
But the we call it the BNT collection.
Okay.
So it's like the personal collection of Brad and Tina.
BNT.
It's available in the store.
Okay.
So part of his collection, he's selling it. And these are quality guitars. It's like these are some of the most beautiful guitars I've ever seen in my life. I'm serious, man. These guitars are amazing. And so it's all there in the website, you know. And then we have expensive guitars, but we also have affordable guitars
For beginners.
for beginners, or even there's this company called Dan Electro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
guitars. Their guitars are not for
No,
beginners. You can be a beginner, start on that guitar, but you can play it on a professional record, and those are below $1,000. Below.
And you carry them in the store.
We carry Dan Electro.
What else do you carry in the store? So that
Well, we're an official Gibson dealer.
nice.
So Gibson guitars,
Epiphone,
Epiphone, and anything that they own.
Acoustic electric, right? Acoustic
no.
and electric. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Gibson has, acoustic electric. That's right.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Gibson acoustic guitars. Well, a Fender. Do you carry Fender?
No, that's just resale.
Okay.
Yeah.
For drums, what do you carry?
Oh, just drumsticks.
No drum sets.
No drums. There's no space.
There's no space.
There's no space for drum sets, man.
So nothing online. Like you guys don't have any plans of selling the rest of the inventory online. You know what I mean? Like the store, the brick and mortar can only accommodate guitars, but online you can buy bass, you can buy a la Sweetwater Styler.
Well, the guitars that you can buy are from the store.
Yes.
So whatever's in the store, it's for sale in the website.
Who maintains the website? You or
It's actually our creative director. His name is Angelo Alonte. He's the one who also came up with the logo. Very outstanding creative person. So he maintains the website. He's also a consultant for the guitars because he's a great flamenco player.
wow.
Yeah, and he knows a lot about guitars, especially those classical guitars. You know, the Spanish Spanish guitars. So yeah.
Did you ever see yourself doing this? Because
No.
I'm talking to you now. I'm
Hell
like,
no.
This is new. This is
This is new, man. This is new to my life. It's
What did your sister say? What did your family say? What did your brother-in-law say?
I don't know I don't remember what they said. They were happy. You know, but it's like it was like more especially my father's like and then he said this, you know, when I was making cuento, it's like, well, you know, it's good that you found a job that you're happy, that you're actually gonna have fun with, you know, that it's you,
Yes.
which is
True.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, I have this phrase that I use. It's like, I'm a musician who manages a music store by the beach.
Dude.
I mean, what else can you
Right?
ask for? It's like,
But you know-
it's like you know, a setting in a movie. It's
And
like
so-
a music store by the beach.
Let's go back to what you just said a while ago. It will only come to you when you're ready.
Yeah.
Now it makes perfect sense because for the longest time you were caring for people. and their estate. Because technically, as a caregiver, you're not only looking after the person, you're looking after the person's interest.
Mm-hmm.
There might be people doing them wrong without them knowing, especially if they have a conservator or whatnot, or dealing with conservatorships and all. Can you imagine? Now that we're having this conversation, you're now taking care of something else. Like I asked you a while ago, this is your baby? No, no, it's Brad and Tina's baby. I'm just the nanny.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? But this is something meant for you now. This is something you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
In an environment that's
it's an
posh.
environment that I'm very comfortable in, even though I'm still learning about guitars every day. Because I am a drummer.
No way.
So I don't really, it's not in my nature to like guitars.
Yeah.
Although I can appreciate a guitar, what it looks like, what it sounds like. But but I can't solo, I can't think around with a guitar. So it's kind of, it's not fully there. I can understand the beauty of a guitar, the sound, the craftsmanship, but I have no.
But you know
unless it's
okay.
just chords,
But you know what's so nice about this also? Let's tie it in. Melody and Papi Robin are both guitar players,
Mm-hmm.
and these are musicians beside you whom you've been exposed to,
Yeah.
and who respect you also as a musician. Diba? What did they say when you took the gig? Have they been to Malibu Music with you?
Yeah. We played there so many times.
What did they say about
we
the guitars?
played there, I think 3 times already.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. They were happy. They were happy for me.
Of course.
It's not. I mean, especially if you're a musician, you get it. It's like that's a dream job if you're a musician.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like with the feel of the store itself. It's like when you get to visit us, you'll feel it's like a living room with guitars around. So it's not like Guitar Center, which is a supermarket feel.
It's
like a grocery
stereo.
store.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's it has its own style, and class.
Okay. I-land natin to let's land it properly. This chapter of your life, Wolfgang 30, the Melodies on vinyl, Malibu Music, all of a sudden they've come to you now. Okay? JJ Buencamino has a girlfriend already.
Oh wow, really? Whoa. No shit. I had to like what?
So you know what my next question is,
Wow,
right?
congratulations, man.
I know, right? How about you? When are you going to settle down again?
Well, no, there's nothing in sight. Yeah. There's like too many things happening. You just mentioned everything that's happening.
Yes.
Plus the documentary project.
There's a documentary project.
So there's like and the thing is, there's nothing has naturally come forward.
But if something naturally comes, will you?
Of course, I'm always open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wolf Den Radio Show. What's up with that? No more? Yes, maybe.
Yeah. Well, no more for now. I don't have anything.
But that was 10 years,
Yeah, I know, but I don't have anything to say. So it's like if I don't feel like I have. Because the tendency is when I do this is that I'm going to talk about everything, and I don't really want to talk about everything right now.
What changed? What changed? Because you and I were both noisy on social. Now I feel that the noisy people have mellowed down.
Because it's tiring to be because you personally you have to be in a sort of frame of mind or a mood to be posting how I used to post.
Right.
Sometimes it would be emotionally or what I believe in and stuff like that. But then
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you haven't changed it. It's just that what changed is I feel and correct me if I'm wrong. What changed is whatever. Next.
Yeah. That's me now. it's like I can't control world events.
Right.
So I am not going to burden myself with all this parang, that I have to do something to save this. I have responsibilities. I can't
Yes.
just come,
Yes.
get up and leave and follow whatever path that is if you want to be that kind of person.
Right.
So for me, it's like I can't control this. This sucks. This is great, because it's
Yeah.
good news and bad news,
So now you're picking and choosing your battles na.
It's like I just want to focus on good.
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Or people trying to do good, positive stuff. So when you stop doing that and then your algorithm changes also. So you change because
Yeah.
my feed used to be all of these things.
Yeah.
Everything political. So it was
Yeah.
just never ending politics. And like I got tired of it. I got burnt out. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is too divisive for me.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's fighting with each other. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
And the people that we are fighting for, they don't even care about
They don't
us.
even care.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just too much. It's like I'd rather waste my time on something else more productive,
Yes.
because, like I said, you can't control what's happening in these worlds, because they're their own world. So I'm not gonna burden myself with like, oh, how are we gonna change this? It's like,
Right.
bahala. It's like it's up to you. It's up to them. You can't, I'm for the work the people who are striking in Amazon.
Yeah.
So there has to be a balance.
So ikaw, are you happy where you are?
Yeah, couldn't be happier. Of course, there are things that you desire, but then that's all just in the imagination, whatever, I guess. And then unless like it's like I said before, it's like if it comes naturally, then great.
Right.
But if it's
Forced.
if it's forced, then I'm not gonna do it.
So what is it you desire?
I don't really know, actually. I want to travel more, but then there's only a limited amount of vacation time I can get with the job, So when I do, I make the most of it. I make sure that I'm open enough so that good things that happen, I won't take for granted. Like if we go to the Philippines, you don't want it to be a
waste of
time. Waste of time or a bad trip,
right.
because whatever whatever chismis or what ruins it for you.
Are we getting old? I think we're getting old
Yeah.
with regard to that.
Yeah, we just want to chill, dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, Wolf Gemora. Don't forget, Malibu Music, we'll post it in the description. Wolfgang 30, you want to invite them?
Yes, Wolfgang 30 is approaching this year. I don't know when exactly. So it's going to be a vinyl record of a re-recording of the first album. And then I think there's going to be a box set.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
with CDs and other performances, and new songs from Basti and Manuel. So it's going to be a good box set to celebrate the first album. And then vinyl of the Melodies.
The Melodies.
Walls Might Melt, still available. 5 copies left, so get
Uy.
yours before
Thank
we
you,
sell out.
Thank you, Wolf.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael.